412, 412. Officer in need of assistance. Proceed to Marina Bay Drive. 412, 412. Officer in need of assistance. Proceed to Marina Bay Drive.
All right, come along.
Well, we got him.
Yes, we did.
You're all wet, sir.
Yes, we are.
Sir, about the football game Sunday. There could be trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Well, sir, a bookie was killed in Las Vegas last week, and locally there's been very heavy betting on the game Sunday. Now, maybe they tie in, maybe they don't, but lots of bookies are coming into town for the game.
Bookies don't come into town to watch football, Sergeant. They have scouts for that. They get together only when they have a problem.
I understand, sir. The question is, what's the problem?
Put out some feelers. I'll bet you it has something to do with football.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Sandy King with another Hawk's Eye View, your inside pregame look at your team. Today, we have an unusual opportunity to get some inside facts as we talk to Lowball Lewis, the team trainer. Hi, Lowball.
Hi, Sandy.
Well, first of all, Lowball, tell me, what is the condition of Vic Whalen's leg?
Now, the doc says his leg's a lot better, but not as good as those.
Oh, come on, Lowball. We're on tape here. I'm going to rewind this thing. We got to start all over.
Oh, anytime.
Ryan, I told you to keep these series of plays in order. What are you doing to me?
Hi.
What are you doing here? I can't coach the team with you standing around like that.
Hello, Mrs. McMillan.
Hi, Mr. Royce.
Nice to see you.
You too.
You got a cigarette?
No, I don't smoke.
Neither do I. Now, Mrs. McMillan has come for that autographed football.
Football? Oh, yeah, I gave it to that kid, Whizzer. You know, the kid who hangs around? Hey, Whizzer! Whizzer!
Do they bite?
Only when they lose. Where is that kid? Hey! Who's got that special autograph football?
Look around for it. How many white footballs have we got?
Everybody, let's look for that white football.
Coach, think that could be it?
Yeah, that looks like it.
Well,
Oh, come on, Lowball. Do you mind? We're trying to do a show here.
oh, sorry, but wow.
Yeah, right. Wow, right. Well, let's start over again.
I see you found it.
Yes, Father Monahan and the kids are really going to dig this.
Oh, Mr. Royce. I'll be right back, Sandy.
Oh, you're beautiful, Lowball. You are beautiful.
Did you get a chance to think over
The
that?
answer is no, Lowball. I'm the owner and the manager of a football team. I'm not a benevolent organization.
Oh, but I really need
As
it
a
this
trainer,
time.
you make a great storyteller. Last time it was your transmission. The time before that, it was your grandmother.
No, it's no story this
And
time.
no loan either, Lowball.
Mr. Royce, maybe I
It's
could...
all right. This will only
Look,
take a minute.
can't we talk
What is
about
this, a
this right-
Chinese torture? No is no is no. You got a cigarette?
Oh, sure, sir. Right here.
Get out of here. You know I've given up smoking.
Poor guy.
I'm the poor guy. They're always hitting me up for money. Timber, Lowball, Vic Whalen, Sandy King. What am I, a money fountain?
Well, see you later, Mr. Royce. Thanks a lot again. I don't
Whether you notice this, but I'm not one of the players.
I did. That's why I tackled you. I didn't want you to get off the field without my autograph.
You're Billy Benton.
Oh, you know me, huh?
Who doesn't?
Well, I don't know you.
Sally McMillan. Married.
Oh, heartbroken.
Sure. You better sign right there.
Sure, who's it for?
It's for Father Monahan's School for Boys.
Father Joe, too much. I was one of his boys. I was raised in the orphanage. He's the only family I ever had. Hey, why don't I go with you when you deliver the ball?
To the orphanage?
Sure.
Oh, wow, the kids would go crazy meeting you. I've got to get the rest of their autographs first.
Okay, good. It'll give me time to practice my passes.
Maybe next time you'll connect.
Right.
Try Sacramento Street, Brady. It might be a little bit faster.
Right, sir.
How far is Father Monahan's School for Boys, Brady?
About 20 minutes by car, sir. 3 if you walk.
I'll walk. Hi, honey.
Hi, darling.
I made the mistake of taking the car. Traffic
Oh.
was as usual.
Oh, you should do something about that, Commissioner.
I intend to. I'm going to sell the car.
Mac, you know Billy Benton.
Hi.
Hi.
He volunteered to join me this afternoon.
Oh, great.
It's a pleasure. You have great legs.
Thank you.
I mean hers.
I agree, especially the left one.
Here. There. Oh,
Well, I guess I've had enough to drink.
sorry, darling.
How'd you two meet?
Oh, he tackled me.
He tackled you.
Al, I didn't know that she was married, and I didn't realize you were so big.
Be careful now. Oh! You did that on purpose. I
Me?
know it.
No.
Oh, right in the eye.
Now, that's what I like. One-on-one coverage.
Well, every once in a while I get caught holding. But I get to pay the penalty.
If I weren't in training, I'd drink to that.
Why don't you eat to it? You could join us for dinner tonight.
No bachelor wants to have dinner with a quiet, sedate, old, heavily married couple.
Where?
No matter how charming we are.
Hey, Commissioner, that's not true. I'm aware of my reputation, but that only sells tickets. If I had my choice, I'd much rather be with my friends.
There, I told you, so you're gonna have dinner with us tonight.
Well, thanks, but I can't. I have a couple of dates, and
Well, bring her along. Bring both of them along. We'd love it, wouldn't we,
Sure
son?
we would.
Well, they're a little different, you know.
Well, anytime you can join us, please do. You have the football?
Yes, I got the football. Isn't it neat?
This would mean a lot to Father Monahan. He'll put it in permanent exhibition in the trophy case.
I don't think so.
Why? I thought it was for the kids.
Wow, something is smudged and then it says, is trying to kill me.
Enron, I want you to talk to the entire team one at a time. Now, Harlan Royce's name is above the message. Vic Whalen's is below. Billy, where are they?
Vic Whalen's over there, and I don't see Harlan Royce. Well, listen, I got a change in practice. I'll see you people later, huh?
Right?
Enright, you talk to Vic Whalen, I'll talk to Sandy King.
One step slower and I can keep up with you.
Well, Vic, for a guy who's not going to be in there very much this year, you're sure taking it with a smile.
Well, look, I'm a pro. Billy helps the team, that's all that matters. I'm for the guy.
Since you're not going to be playing much, won't it be difficult to stay in training, follow the rules, keep that curfew, especially for a bachelor?
Well, anything can happen. You gotta stay in shape.
Right. Well, our time is up. Thank you, Vic Whalen, for this talk and your honest comments. This is Sandy King, closing out another Hawk's Eye View.
Thanks, Andy. Sorry it didn't work.
Huh? What do you mean?
You stirring up trouble. You worried about losing your job?
Vic?
Mr. King, there's a question I'd like to ask you, if you
Vic
don't
Whalen
mind.
is some terrific actor.
Actor?
Well, Benton takes the ball out of his hands, the bread out of his mouth. He's got nothing but compliments, don't you believe?
Oh, you signed this football for my wife.
Hey! Hey! Something's happened! Hey, come quick, will you? There's big trouble!
Mac, I think I'll wait on the field.
Yeah, go ahead.
Commissioner?
His name was Willie White. We all called him Whizzer. A real nice kid.
What did he do?
Oh, he just ran errands. You know, he's a gopher. Go for this, go for that.
Enright, see what you can find out about him.
Yes, sir.
Looks like a kitchen knife. Probably from in here. Here, take this down to headquarters. Check this out.
Yes, sir.
Anything so far?
More prints than we can handle.
Who'd have left the field during practice?
Everyone goes on and off the field. Phone calls, towels, men's room. There's no way of counting.
All right, Lowball, tell me exactly how you found the body.
Sure, and I'll show you. Come on. See, I was coming down this corridor here on my way to the rub-down room, and I made the turn here, and I walked on by without thinking what I saw, and I got clear down to here, and suddenly I thought, frozen shoelaces. So I went back and opened the box, and he fell out.
You couldn't have seen any frozen shoelaces. The counter's in the way. Now, why did you open the refrigerator door?
Well, I was looking for a soft drink, see, and sometimes they leave them in there. And they leave, you know, mustard and ketchup, and I take them home.
All right, Lowball, that's all. For now.
How you doing?
The boy's dead.
There's nothing as desolate as an empty stadium. It's like a big carton with 90,000 empties.
McMillan! Why can't I leave the field? I gotta get the story in the air.
You'll have to wait. We want to talk with you later.
I'm a suspect.
Everyone's a suspect. You worked on the city desk for over 2 years. You know how we operate. Stick around.
Thanks a lot, McMillan.
Can I go home or am I a suspect?
Did you do it?
No.
Okay, then you can go home.
No, I can't. I left my car at Father Monahan's.
Well, then why don't you wait for a few minutes? We'll drive you over there.
Okay. I feel like walking. I think I'll meet you in the parking lot. Bye, darling.
I could use a drink. How about you?
Yeah, I could use it. But I'm not in training.
What, are you adopting me?
Do you adopt Wizard?
No, it's just the opposite. He adopted me. I guess I did.
What do you know about him?
He had a crooked smile. He needed attention. Nothing really. Kids get hung up on football players, you know that. He got my sandwiches for me, got my bottled water, ran my errands. I gave him a couple of bucks, a pat on the back. What are you looking at?
Bloodstains on your shirt.
Did you ever get hit by a 300-pound tackle? Well, go check. It's your job, isn't it?
That's right. It's my job. I'll keep it.
Hey, Billy,
Oh, it's all right. He's one of ours. I think.
Oh, I got a lead on the kid's family. They're sharecroppers.
I want to pick up the expenses for the funeral.
Why?
I feel sorry for the kid. No, because he liked me.
Commissioner?
Mm-hmm.
Look, Royce left about a half hour ago, but we found the kid's bike.
Good. Now, Billy.
Don't leave town.
Exactly.
This is Whizzer's bike.
Boy, it's so new.
And expensive, especially on a couple of bucks a day.
Mm-hmm. You know, for a young bike, it's got an awful lot of mileage on it.
Wow, it does have a lot of mileage on it, doesn't it?
What do those look like to you?
Well, they could be bookie slips, sir, but I wouldn't bet on it.
I would. Check the code of the Vice Squad and see if you can find a way of getting this bike down to the lab.
Oh, but I already have.
Look here. He's gonna go to the lab and end up in the hospital. If Whizzer was a bagman,
What's a bagman?
a bagman is one who collects money from the runners.
What's a runner?
A runner, Sally, is someone who collects money from the bettors. Maybe he was killed because he knew something he shouldn't. Like how the next game was going to turn out. 4 days before it's played. Where'd you park the car?
Right up there. I don't think Billy had anything to do with it.
I think you don't want to think Billy had anything to do with it.
He's a good guy, Mac. I have it on the best of authority.
Oh, yeah? Who?
Me. And I know a good guy when I see one. That's a compliment.
Why a written message and not a phone call? Why would they want to kill a kid? What could he know?
I have one more question.
What?
Are you coming home for dinner tonight?
Depends on the answer to the one question.
I love you.
That's not the question.
It certainly is the answer.
Okay.
Stuffed peppers.
What?
That's what we're having for dinner tonight.
Oh, I love them too.
Be careful.
McMillan.
Oh, Mildred, it's
At
good
home.
to
I
see you. I
left
forgot
my
my
keys
keys
at
at home. Both of us together.
Well, it's a good thing we keep a spare one in the potted plant.
That's for sure. I used it the other day.
Listen, I have good news. I just saw Al about placing a bet on the Hawks.
You're not supposed to bet with a bookie, especially not Al. Mac just got him off.
Yeah, but with Al, we only have to give 6 points. Earlier this morning, it was 15. That means the betting odds have dropped.
Really?
Yeah.
Good read for that. That was supposed to be with Grace. That way it'd be a nice, friendly $2 wager.
Yeah, but the odds with Al are better. And $2 is $2.
This one needs water. I still think the maid would have been a better better.
Listen, Mrs. McMillan. Could you have used the spare key yesterday and left it inside the house after you used it?
Yes, I could have.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
What are we going to do?
I think we're going to go inside.
That's a lovely idea.
I wonder why the point spread changed. I'll ask Mac. He'll know.
You're not going to tell him.
Well, I have to tell him.
Well, if you tell Mr. McMillan that the odds are changing, he's going to figure out that I'm placing bets. And betting's illegal.
I'll tell him without incriminating us.
How?
Don't worry. I'll tell him so that he won't know about the bet.
Uh-huh. You want to bet?
Hi, honey.
Concocted for your pleasure. I hope it pleases you, my lord.
Taste this.
Why?
Because I think you're trying to poison me. There's no other explanation for this preamble you just delivered.
I have something to tell you.
What?
But I'll only tell you if you promise that you won't ask me how it is I know what it is I'm going to tell you.
Okay, how do you know? I'll ask you before you start.
I can't tell you. I don't want to hurt an innocent party who isn't very innocent.
I'll drink to that. Arriba.
Arriba.
Abajo.
Abajo.
Al centro.
El centro.
El dentro.
El dentro. You like it?
There's a lot of sugar.
Oh. Do we have a deal?
Yes, yes.
The point spread on the Hawks game has gone down drastically.
How do you know? I mean, did it happen in the last couple hours?
Yes. What does it mean?
Is that included in the deal?
What are you doing?
Calling Al. He's a bookmaker.
Oh, how do you know that Al, still makes book?
Well, he doesn't, really. It's every once in a while people force bets on him.
Oh.
Al, Miss Mac, tell me, what's the scam on the Hawk game Sunday? Well, where's the money coming from? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, Al, thanks.
Where's the money coming from?
According to the grapevine, there were 2 very suspicious bets.
Oh?
One was for $2,
Oh?
and the other was for $75,000.
Oh. Which one bothers you the most?
Both. But the $75,000 bet has some other people nervous.
Do you think it could be coming from someone closely associated with the team?
I think it has. And I think that's why the bookies dropped the spread.
You know, Mac, I don't see what's wrong with a player betting on his own team to win.
Because it's illegal. And it's worse if he bets on the other team.
The other team? How could you bet on the other team? Who could control the outcome of a football game?
Oh, the coach, the owner, among other people, the quarterback.
Billy?
Billy.
Commissioner Wizard didn't have a police record. But he's gotten 2 traffic tickets in the last couple of weeks right here. He never caused anybody any trouble.
Well, he caused somebody trouble.
Traffic division says that he used to park his bike somewhere behind these stores in the alley.
So he worked for one of these shop owners, huh?
Uh-huh.
Question is, which one of the bookies?
Yeah, Commissioner, you know, there's a great delicatessen there. It serves terrific pastrami, great pickles, and sensational sauerkraut.
Sergeant, I've had breakfast.
Oh, yeah, so have I. Commissioner, if there's a fix on in this game, it's because somebody wants or needs money. And if what Mrs. McMillan heard at the field is true, there's Harlan Royce, Timber, Lowball, Sandy King, Vic Whalen.
Why Vic Whalen?
Well, Billy took over his old job.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, there's that great deli over there with a fantastic pastrami, the great pickles, and the...
sensational sauerkraut, and a corn stamp shop, and a pet shop, and a barber shop, and a ladies' lingerie. You ever been in there?
Hmm? Ladies' lingerie shop?
No, no, the barber shop.
Oh, no, sir.
You take that.
Commissioner, if I'm going to go in there and try to get information without seeming suspicious, I got to get a haircut.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't need a haircut.
Oh.
But if I may be so bold, sir, you could.
I couldn't. Sally would divorce me.
Why?
She cuts my hair.
But I get my haircuts from old Vern. Now, what's old Vern going to say when I come in a couple of weeks with a different haircut? I just can't hurt old Vern.
I can understand that.
Thank you, sir. I'll see you after I get my haircut.
Your hairdresser's name is George Harvard.
It is?
My card. Your name, sir?
Sergeant. Bill Sargent.
What'll it be, Bill? Trim, wave set, curl emphasis, or a complete redo?
Oh, I think just a trim would be fine.
Oh, you need a redo.
Oh, well, how long will that take?
It's unimportant. Time will fly. But with your shaped head and that large but strong jaw, just reshaping the hair, freeing it, one might say, to a fundamental look will do wonders for you.
Oh, well, how much is something like that?
$40 the first visit.
Oh. Well, maybe next week, huh? Just a trim.
Sir? Pardon me, Bill. George Harvard here. Right. Fine. I'll put you down for that.
Just once over lightly.
I've only taken a small amount, Bill. George Harvard. Right. I'll put you down for it.
You know, you're very popular.
Some people find me indispensable.
I notice that you do haircuts for lots of the Hawks.
Hairdress, not haircuts. Yes, almost to a man. George Harvard. Right. You've got it. Excuse me?
Oh. Hey, do you do Billy Benton's hair?
No, he's the only one I don't. But maybe someday.
You know, with all those football players coming in here, I bet you know a lot about football.
Mm-hmm.
You know, odds, things like that.
I pick up a little chit-chat.
Hey, you happen to know a place where I could make a bet on the Hawks?
Don't you have any friends?
I don't bet with friends.
Now, that's very wise. Neither do I.
What are you doing? I mean, you're doing more than trimming.
Just a little reshaping. I couldn't resist. But you'll love it. Say goodbye to the old Bill Sargent and hello to your real self.
Well, it's very nice. Thank you, sir. Of course, I'm not really committed to it myself yet. But he said if I didn't like it, I could just comb it out with a little water. But he'd really like me to live with it for a little while. You know what I mean, sir? I mean, it really is fundamental, isn't it? Even though it does take a little bit of getting used to. What'd you find out?
The sauerkraut is terrible. What about you?
Oh, we don't have to look any further, sir. It's a bookie joint, all right. You know, if my barber, a guy named George Harvard, were to give haircuts to all the people who'd call him, he'd be 6 feet deep in hair. I mean, I think he's burying his bets in his appointment book. I copped a look at the book, sir, and I found Harlan Royce's name in it. So where does that leave us?
I don't know, but I know where it takes us.
Yeah, Harlan Royce.
Come in. Well, I'm glad you're here. Sit down. I'm plenty upset about this. Who could have done it?
We don't know yet, sir.
Why didn't anybody see the message? Oh, I know. They were watching your wife. I was watching your wife. Terrible. It's terrible. Do you have a cigarette? No. Don't give it to me. I always like to smoke when I'm nervous. I've had the commissioner of football on the phone 4 times today already. Collect. My own announcer is pressuring me, and what I don't understand is who wanted Whizzer dead.
We think Whizzer may have been a bagman.
A bagman? No, I can't believe. I need a cigarette. No. No, as far as I've heard, he was a nice kid that used to hang around with Billy and the team and did errands.
Excuse me, sir. Do you happen to know George Harvard?
Well, of course I know George Harvard. He's my barber. As a matter of fact, I'm due there later on this afternoon. You ought to go to him. He's marvelous. As a matter of fact, you could use a redo.
I just had one, sir.
Oh? Oh, yeah. See, that's pretty, yeah. As a matter of fact, that's terrific.
Well, thank you, sir.
Mr. Royce, what do you know about the syndicate and its connections, if any, with the Hawks?
There aren't any. If there were, I'd have to report them to the commissioner of football and to the police. I just paid 1 million smackers, for Billy Benton. Do you think I'm going to jeopardize that by not playing football according to the rules? Cigarette?
You said not to give you one, sir.
Right. Give me one.
I don't smoke.
I don't use them.
Did you get those cigarettes yet?
You told me not to, no matter what you said.
You're fired.
Where were you yesterday when Wizard was murdered?
I was here.
Well, we checked that out, sir. You said you were, but you weren't.
I don't mean here. I mean I was with the technicians. There was some problem with the scoreboard. I had a pipe around here someplace.
Do you have any idea who might have attacked Wizard?
Well, I'm not going to single anybody out. That's your job. My job is to run this office and to try to find some damn cigarettes.
Yes, sir.
Did the cigarettes come yet?
You just fired me, Mr. Royce.
Can you believe that? You just can't find any decent help nowadays.
What conclusion have you reached, sir?
One thing. He's definitely trying to quit smoking.
Commissioner! Commissioner, if I don't come up with something on who killed Wizard first, I could lose a good job.
Not on the record.
Okay, off the record.
Sergeant, tell him our theory.
Our theory is that Wizard was assaulted with a deadly weapon by a person or persons unknown to the detriment of his well-being. We believe the assailant to be clever, ruthless, and so far invisible.
Stay down.
I am down.
Sandy, that shot was meant for you. Come on, Enright.
Listen, please.
One thing's for sure, whoever it is has got to be out of breath.
Did anyone just run in here?
Yeah, we all did. We just finished our wind sprints.
Anyone in here have a permit for a gun?
For a gun without a permit?
Lowball's got one.
It's an old gun I use for a starter's pistol.
Get it.
Sure. It's not there.
I guess I got my story. Hawks announcer shot at in parking lot. The assailant is clever, ruthless, and invisible.
Hey, wait a minute. I lent it to somebody. Who was it? Billy. I lent it to you, remember?
And what would I want with the pistol?
Good question. Got an answer?
Sure have an answer. I never borrowed it. Hey, what are you trying to pull, lowball?
Get a couple of men down here and look for that gun.
Commissioner, can you spare a third man? I'd like some protection.
That's standard procedure.
How much do you think Sandy knows?
No.
You know.
I talked to him and I still don't know.
You know. You're just saying you don't know because you don't want me to know what it is you know.
I don't know. And if I did know, you know that. I'm not going to get caught up in that again.
Why would anyone want to kill Sandy? That wouldn't change the odds or the point spread, would it?
No, I shouldn't think so.
What are the odds now, do you know?
10 to 1.
10 to 1?
10 to 1, I'll be asleep in 1 minute.
Oh! What's the matter? Are you all right?
I grabbed my toe.
Can I help you? You're turning red.
I'm glad we're going to bed early. What time is it?
20 after 9.
We haven't done this since when?
Since never.
Oh. Long, huh?
Mm-hmm. Oh, no.
Well, if that's the way you feel, I won't propose what I had in mind.
Oh, no, that wasn't an oh, no for you. That was an oh, no, oh, no. I've got to get in touch with Janet.
Why?
The Stantons are having a party for the team tonight, and I promised him that we'd be there. What am I going to tell Janet?
Tell him the truth.
The truth. Of course. There's nothing like the truth. I think she can handle it. Hi, Janet. Sally. Yes, that's what I was calling you about. I'm really sorry about tonight. You won't believe what happened. Mac tore a ligament in his leg, and I had to take him down to emergency hospital. We're not going to possibly be able to make it.
Well, there's nothing like the truth.
Well, that was nothing like it. Janet, no, it's not that bad, no. No, Janet, really, no, it's not that bad. He's not in bed or anything, no. Janet, listen, Janet, we'll be right over. Boy, did I handle that.
How much of a limp do you want?
Well, I think it could be a little... Oh, Mac. Hello? Yes, he's right here. Just a moment.
And?
Right.
Hello? Hello, Commissioner. Did I wake you?
No, Sergeant.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just thought you'd like to know, sir, that we found the gun in Vic Whalen's locker. It had Billy Benton's fingerprints on it.
Pick me up. I'll be downstairs.
That was about Billy, wasn't it?
Yes.
Please don't say anything. Let me say it. You've got a lot on your mind, so I'm going to go to the Stantons' party by myself. And you and Enright can go do whatever it is that you've got to do.
A, you are a great wife. B, I love you very much. And C, what are you going to tell Janet?
Oh, I'm going to tell her the truth.
I believe it.
Well, I'll think of something. No limp. You're going with Enright.
Are you sure this is Billy's apartment?
Of course it is, sir. I checked it out. I thought this was Billy Benton's apartment.
It is. I'm Vic Whalen. You know, the old quarterback.
I didn't know you were roommates.
Why not? I had some trouble with my wife. Billy said I could spend the night.
I'd like to talk to him. May we come in?
He's not in right now.
Doesn't that violate curfew?
When you think of it, I guess it does.
Listen, Vic, where'd he go?
Well, I don't know. We made a call and split.
Well, I'll check and see if he used the house phone.
Vic, we found the gun that was fired at Sandy in your locker.
I don't know anything about any gun in my locker. There was no gun there when I left the field. I never shot anybody in my life. Where in my locker?
In your shoe.
Well, somebody put it there after I left the field.
Your signature was right next to the message on the football.
I don't know anything about any message. If this is an attempted murder investigation, you haven't told me my rights. Nothing I've said can be used.
Nobody asked you anything.
Operator, this is Sergeant Enright of San Francisco Police. Could you please tell me where the last outgoing phone call was made from this extension? Thank you.
Thank you, Vic. We'll see you later.
The door's open, sir. No, sir. This time I go first. Harvard's work area is over there.
Ooh, hey, that was pretty good. I know you used to get tackled from behind.
Don't touch me. You're a cop. I like my haircut back. I don't take care of cops.
Yeah, I can see why.
I shouldn't have wasted my talents
All right, all right. Let's begin at the beginning, shall we? Any volunteers?
Yeah, he wanted a bigger tip.
Why'd you call him?
Personal.
Money?
I don't like what you're thinking,
I
Commissioner.
don't like it either. Why'd you come down here?
He's been spreading rumors around that I'm betting against my own team.
Is it true?
Now, wouldn't it be freaky to admit, even if it were true, that I had financial dealings with a bookie?
You're gonna call me a bookie. I'm gonna get you for this.
Now, that's a very stupid thing to say in front of witnesses.
Relax. We already know you're a bookie.
You think I'm a bookman and charge me? Take me in or let me go.
We're aware of the options. Sit down. Shut up. What was the fight about? Billy?
It really wasn't a fight. He got in a cheap shot with his hairdryer.
Level with me, Billy.
Commissioner, I am leveling with you. Why would I possibly want to be involved with a guy that makes book?
Because you're trying to make some tax-free loot. You laid $75,000 against your own team.
Hey, I'm clean. Now, if you're so scared, you call off all the bets, man. And you keep your big mouth shut. You understand? That's what this thing is all about. He thinks I'm dumping the game. No way.
Did you take a $75,000 bet?
I don't take bets.
Then what makes you so sure that one of the team placed the bet? Where do you get your information? Book him. You're coming with me, Billy.
Well, I wouldn't touch your head again if...
Come on.
I don't know where she keeps those Band-Aids. I looked in the medicine chest, in the bathroom drawer, the kitchen sink.
Hi, Mac. Oh, the party was awful. After I got there, everybody was gone. Billy, what happened to your forehead? It's bleeding.
Where do you keep the Band-Aids?
Oh, here, I'll get them for you.
Do you always keep your Band-Aids in the icebox?
They feel better when they're cold.
I suppose you keep your coffee in the medicine cabinet.
Upstairs I do. Downstairs I keep it in the coffee canister.
That must make it difficult to find.
You look like you've been in a fight.
Yeah, I was.
You'd never know it. Is everything all right? How about an answer?
Well, not really.
There's this guy out there that thinks that I'm a crook.
I'd punch him in the nose.
He did.
Hey, this is really pretty. Where was it taken?
On our honeymoon.
Where'd you go?
To bed. Coffee's cooking in there.
Yeah.
Is he in real trouble, Mac?
I take my coffee with no cream and no 2 sugars.
You're lucky it's ready.
Why am I really in trouble?
Your fingerprints were found on Lowball's gun. How do you explain it?
I can't. I don't know what to say. I've never even seen the gun before. I had no reason to shoot Sandy. Do I? Hey, I really appreciate you not booking me.
That's exactly what somebody wants. If you're booked to be suspended, you won't be able to play on Sunday.
Wow. How do I thank you?
Make sure I'm right.
Well, you're right.
What I don't understand is how could Billy's fingerprints get on a gun that he's never seen? Brandy? There's another question that nobody has answered.
Well, I have a question I think can be answered. Where's the...
Oh, straight back to the right.
Excuse me.
Everything's too pat, Sally. I think Billy's being framed. Which was his friend, the gun had his fingerprints on it. The bookie said it was his bet against his own team.
I'm glad you believe in Billy.
There's something about him. Brings out the paternal instinct.
Maternal.
Paternal.
Maternal, too.
I thought to women he was a sex symbol.
Well, maybe to other women he's a sex symbol, but to me, Billy is, well, he's simply,
Sex symbol.
well, he is rugged and handsome and good looking, but you know that's not my type.
Wow, I have to go. Could you call me a cab?
Sure, you're a cab. Oh. Want to take a drive?
I do nothing better.
Listen, I don't want to put you out.
No trouble. Save us tailing you home.
Oh, thanks for the lift.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Battery in my car was dead. I didn't know it.
You know, I kind of like this. It's like being in a huddle, except with much prettier people. Thanks again.
Good night, Billy.
Good night.
Good night, Billy. Dad talk?
Mm-hmm.
I talk.
How was the party?
Not very good. By the time I got there, everybody who counts had gone home.
Who counts?
The bachelors.
I thought most of the team was married.
Most of the team is married, but there's a couple of groovy bachelors. Larry Sloan's a bachelor, Vic Whalen's a bachelor, Billy Benton's a bachelor.
No, Vic Whalen's married.
No, he's a bachelor.
No, he's married.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. Yeah, he must be.
I read the programs. I ought to know who's bachelor.
Well, he just told me that... We're going back to Billy's.
Anytime, ma'am. Nice to be of service. It was our pleasure.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
I'm all right.
You all right?
Yeah. They beat up Vic pretty bad. I better go help him.
You all right?
Oh, I'm all right.
After he dropped me off, Vic Whalen was asleep in the bed, so I figured why bug him. So I slept on the couch. All of a sudden, all hell broke loose in the building.
Commissioner, excuse me, but George Harvard made bail.
Naturally. Put a tail on him?
Naturally. Oh, and Vic Whalen tried to phone you a little over an hour ago.
I wonder why.
Well, the way I figure it is that those four guys went after Billy, got Vic Whalen by mistake, probably to insure a bet of $75,000.
Doctor? Could we see him?
Sorry, Commissioner. Whalen's condition is critical. You can't talk to him now. It may take 24 to 48 hours.
Well, if there's any change, be sure and let me know.
Of course.
Thank you. Billy? Looks like you're the Hawks' only quarterback now. Without you, they haven't got a game.
Now I guess you'll find out if I'm on the level or not.
Yeah, I guess we will. Here's another thing to think about. Whoever placed that bet intends to win. So if you are on the level, you're in the way. No word on those men who beat up Whalen? Well, keep trying. How many men can we spare this afternoon? All right, I want double that number. And walkie-talkies. I want 2 men on each bench, 1 man acting as linemen, 1 man in the locker room, and at least 50 men in the stands. Right. Everybody's meeting us at the field.
I hate to see you so worried.
Oh,
Do you think it's going to be cold today?
kind of.
That cold?
This cold.
Gotcha.
sergeant. I train recruits, in military courtesy and tactics, marksmanship. I was the best shot in my unit with a rifle or a pistol. Kids really ate that up. And then after that, I kind of knocked around until...
I'm sorry, Lowball, but that's all the time we have left in the pregame show. Folks, this is Sandy King, and we'll be right back to the kickoff after a word from our sponsor.
Car 1. Anyone named McMillan here?
We both are. McMillan? Yes? Right. Thank you, Doctor. Vic Whalen's conscious. Says he wants to talk to me. Says it's important. Bayview Hospital, Brady. Mind missing the kickoff?
Yes. Do I have a choice?
Nope.
Then I don't mind.
It's a long end over end, and the ball is taken by Rich on the 15. He runs it back and is downed on the 29-yard line. Billy Benton brings the Hawks out of the huddle for the first offensive play of the game.
Down! 8, 7, 6,
Ladies and gentlemen, it's unbelievable. On the very first offensive play of the game, Billy Benson faded back for a pass, unexplainably stumbled, and threw a soft blooper about 10 feet into the air. It was intercepted by Bob Ridgely, who ran it all the way for a touchdown after only 54 seconds of play. It's 6-0 Drillers.
Come on, Billy.
Hello, Vic.
Hi. It was Lowball, Commissioner. Put the gun in my locker.
Why didn't you tell me that before?
Well, I figured if Lowball wanted to kill Sandy King, it was his business. Sandy's a bum. He'd kill his mother to get a story. Anything to keep his job. When Billy got involved, I tried to reach you, but then those guys busted in on me.
Why did you tell me you were married?
Well, I moved in with Billy because I was worried about the rumors. I wanted to help him. I really don't know why those guys had it in for me.
What makes you think they were after you?
They said my name.
Does Billy usually fall asleep when he gets a massage?
With Lowball, we all do.
Anything else?
How's the game going?
Here. Got it?
Doc said no excitement, and I'm not listening.
To the game?
To the doc.
Good boy. Hope you feel better, babe.
Thanks, Vic.
Fading back for a pass.
We've been operating on the wrong premise. They wanted to get rid of the backup quarterback before the game and get rid of Billy during the game.
And Benton brings his team out for third down with a long 4 to go. He's fading back to pass, cocks his arm, fires way over the head of Davis.
Have you been listening to the game, Brady?
Yes, sir. Billy's been playing the worst game of his career. He made 2 fumbles, and we're getting clobbered.
You see, Sally? Step on it, Brady.
Why did you ask about Billy sleeping on the table, Mac?
Because I think that's how Lowball put Billy's fingerprints on that gun.
Then he's innocent.
Maybe. Maybe not. He's playing so badly, it looks like he's throwing the game. Enright, I want Lowball arrested for the attempted murder of Sandy King. Yes, I know the game looks bad. I'll see you later.
All right, here we
Hawks are over the ball. Benton calling signals now. He's fading back. Back. He stepped out of the pocket. He's thrown for a 7-yard loss. Well, this is certainly not Billy Benton's day. The score of 10-0, the Hawks are being outplayed in every department. Statistically, in yardage, in passes, recovered fumbles, it's the Drillers' game all the way.
Well, Billy's 2 for 17. 1 for no gain. Halftime's coming up. He can't be throwing the game, Mac. He just can't be.
Come on, Commissioner. You know what it is, nerves. I'm tight, I'm tense. We're down by 10. That's nothing. Score 2 touchdowns easy. We'll get them in the second half. I got myself all together now. I feel great.
Commissioner, low ball's missing.
Anybody here seen Lowball Lewis?
Came in at the start of the half, right?
Yeah, but I haven't seen him since. Hey, Commissioner, I've got to talk to the team. The halftime show is almost finished, and I'm running out of time now. How about it?
Go ahead. Alert all the men in the stadium. Stick. I believe Billy. I believe he's playing it straight. I believe he wants to win. So whoever's maneuvered all this is set for the last part of his plan. Getting rid of Billy.
It's 1 minute and 20 seconds into the second half. Brewers have the ball on 3rd down and 10. Now the ball goes to Mason, sweeping the weak side. It's very close to a first down. Personally, I don't think he made it.
Enright, can you hear me?
Sticks out.
I hear you, sir.
Everyone in position.
Roger.
Score is still 10-0. Drillers. And they're about 2 inches short of a first down. It looks like they're going to go for it. The ball goes to Mason again.
22. Get over,
Right
I
into
can
the middle
see
of the
you.
line, and I don't think he made it. And that's the ball for the Hawks.
Henderson, get down closer to the field.
Would you be careful, Billy?
I got 10 other men. I gotta go.
Good luck. Hi, you guys. How you doing? Oh, you haven't got any water. Wait a minute. Here you go. How's that?
Set! Hut! Hut!
Well, the contest is raging down there, as we like to say, with the new Billy Benton fighting hard. He's recovered from that somewhat uncoordinated first half, and he's been playing some really heads-up football. These last 8 minutes, he has done beautifully.
Where's your blocking? Billy!
make out who it is. Ladies and gentlemen, it's crazy, but a young lady has walked out
lady,
onto the
that's
field.
my wife.
She is down there now.
You've got to stop playing. You've got to see a doctor. Billy, you've got to see a doctor. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we don't know what happened yet, but a young lady did run onto the field, and it appears that Billy Benton was stricken while playing. They're carrying him off the field now. What a tragedy for the Hawks.
I saw Billy drinking out of the team water bottle, and so a little later I was looking at the Hawks, and they looked a little thirsty, so I gave them some water from the same bottle. Mac, when I went back to my seat and I looked at the Hawks, they were dead.
Enright, Billy was poisoned. Find that bottle immediately and get it down to the hospital. They might be able to come up with an antidote. See if any of the other players drank out of that bottle. Henderson, I want the names and addresses of the entire team. I want every one of them questioned, and I mean everyone. Hang on, they'll do all they can.
I got along this far. I'm sure I'll be fine.
And that's the way it ended, ladies and gentlemen, with the Hawks losing 24-17. I've just had word that Billy Benton is in the hospital. This reporter will bring you bulletins on his condition as they come in. This is Sandy King, closing his post-game show on a blue day. Signing off now from Redwood Field.
How is he, Doctor?
Are you a fan?
I sure am.
I think the antidote is going to work.
An hour ago, there were 65,000 people there cheering and roaring and having a good time. They don't care who lives or dies, Mac. They don't care who gets hurt.
None of them knew what happened, Sally. If they did, I'm sure a lot of them would care.
I know, I guess you're right. It's just that Billy's so terrific.
McMillan. Right? The barbershop. George Harvard's been found dead.
Commissioner, he was shot from the front at very close range, and that's all we know.
Anyone hear the shot? Any witnesses?
Not that we know of, but we did find this.
Why are you handling it?
No, we've examined it, sir, and no fingerprints.
Oh. It's a marker.
Yes, sir.
$75,000. Whoever it was collected his bet and killed Harvard so he couldn't be identified. All right, check the whereabouts of every known suspect at the time of death.
Right, sir.
I'm gonna make you something to eat. That'll make you feel better.
I'm not hungry.
You haven't even heard what I have to offer. A melted cheese sandwich with bacon and a hot vodka bouillon.
Egg sandwich.
Egg sandwich. Brown bread?
Kaiser.
You've got it.
Cat put it together.
You don't have to, darling. I'm doing it.
Well, it's not that.
Oh, well, we don't know who placed the bet, so we can't start there.
Well, we don't know who killed Whizzer or George Harvard yet, so we can't start there.
Well, let's start here. No Kaiser.
Oh, wait.
No, wait.
Brown bread.
Brown bread. You've got it. Well, we don't know why Lobo wanted to kill Sandy unless he's just some kind of a nut and he wanted to kill anybody.
I don't think that.
I don't either. Harlan Royce, maybe. Sandy, maybe. Timber, maybe. Rye?
Maybe.
Vic Whalen, maybe? No, that's impossible. He was in the hospital. Doesn't make sense.
Let's start at the beginning.
Good idea.
Lobo found Whizzer's body. If he were in on it, he'd try to conceal the body, wouldn't he?
Well, Mac, maybe things just don't look or sound like what it is they look or sound like. Billy!
Relax.
I am relaxed.
You always put the eggs in the sink and the cells in the bowl?
Doesn't everyone?
Well, I don't. Your mother does. Hello? Yes, this is he. I see. Okay, thank you very much. Billy, He's going to be all right. And you saved him. Wait a minute. Look like, sound like? Sally, I think you're onto something. Lowball. That tape interview, come on.
What tape interview?
And then after that, I kind of knocked around until,
This is the one we wanted. Thanks, Jimmy.
Good, Commissioner. I've got to go watch the gate. When you're ready to leave, just let me know, and I'll be right there.
Fine. See you later. I want to hear this one again.
well, after I made sergeant, I trained recruits, you know, in military courtesy and tactics and marksmanship. I was the best shot in my unit with a rifle or a pistol.
That's
Just
it.
really.
What's it?
The guy's a crack shot.
When he shot at Sandy, he missed.
Right. A crack shot only misses when he's supposed to miss.
Well, why bother shooting if you're gonna miss?
Frame somebody else? Like Billy?
To have him arrested. Taken out of the game. Who hired the guys to beat up on Vic?
The same guy who arranged the frame. And who killed Whizzer because Whizzer must have found out who he was after he placed the bet. Police emergency. This is Commissioner McMillan. Sergeant Enright, please. Try the lab. Enright. Yeah, I'm glad I found you. No, I'm at the stadium. Look, pick up Sandy King. Suspicion of murder.
Let's go home and I'll make you some dinner.
What do you got?
Well, anything but eggs.
Sally, run! Run!
Who's walking?
Take cover in that tunnel. I'll try and draw his fire.
I think I must have the wrong floor.
Going up.
I think there's something wrong with this elevator.
You all right?
Sure.
I'm sorry we're late, sir, but the gate was locked. And next time, sir, you should let me go after the bad guys, and you stay with the good guys.
Yes, Sergeant, we'll have to work that out. Here.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. You all right?
Mm-hmm.
Commissioner, one of our men found Lowball down at the railroad yard, and he was very drunk. But he said he missed on purpose when he took that shot.
Oh, yeah?
You mean you had that figured out?
No, Sally did.
Oh. Well, maybe you can tell me why Sandy King acted the way he did.
Sure. You know, I bet you Mac could tell you better.
Sandy King was afraid for his life. He bet 75,000 bucks against the syndicate and see what happens. It's kill or be killed. He didn't have the money to pay off. He was desperate about his job. That's what Whizzer found out. That's why Whizzer's dead. Let's go home.
Let's go home.
Looks like it's out of order.
How do you like that?
I feel terrific.
I feel terrific, too.
I don't feel too bad myself.
And I know I'll be ready for next week's game.
As we wrap this up, Billy, what about the Hawks' chances for the rest of the season?
Oh, win or lose, I think the Hawks are a dynamite team. What I've been through, I'll be on top of it from now on. I owe my life to two very beautiful people.
You mean Commissioner and Mrs. McMillan?
Right on. They know how I feel about them. Good night, Sally. Good night, Meg.
Good night, Billy.
Good night, Billy.
Good night, Sally.
Good night, Matt.
Then, after the case, no lunch. 2 hours with the Chamber of Commerce, 3 hours with the mayor, which leaves very little time to drink and be merry, to say nothing of eating.
Well, darling, you can do all three at the Marlings party. Peter Childs is catering.
Oh, no, not crab rangoon again. I can't decide which is worse, his food or him. Why does he always have to cater these parties?
Well, he's very in. Very in.
Maybe we'll be lucky. There might not be any food left. We're late enough.
Oh, Matt, no.
Looks like we're right on time.
Not another robbery. Not tonight.
Wouldn't be so bad if I wasn't always invited.
Mr. Merriam.
This is an outrage.
Yes, sir.
I shall issue a formal complaint.
Yes, sir. Mr. Merriam, are you the decorator of this house?
That is correct.
And that includes the installation of the wall safe?
I arrange for everything. I will not tolerate interference. I can't even bear suggestion.
Yes, sir, but I would like to ask you a few questions about the installation of the wall safe.
Do these look like the hands of a laborer? I arranged for its purchase. I did not install it.
Thank you, sir. You can get dressed now.
Have you seen this one? Give me a finger. I call this my one-hand appendectomy.
Well, thank you, Doctor.
Anytime.
Oh, good evening, Commissioner.
Good evening, Enright.
Mrs. McMillan? Well, sir, I suppose that you can tell.
I can tell. Same pattern?
Same pattern. I was also checking the guest list.
Same list?
Same list.
What's with your police, Commissioner? I can't go to a party in San Francisco without stripping.
You object to that?
I think some people would be above suspicion.
Who's he?
Edmund Lake, Matador, amateur.
Oh, that explains it. You know, when I got here, he was chasing a redhead around with a cape saying that he wanted her ears for a trophy.
If I know Lake, that wasn't the part of her he was after.
There's Frances. I'm going to talk to her for a minute.
Listen, sir, we've checked all the guests and managed to insult most of them in the process.
Mm-hmm.
Frances, I'm so sorry. How's Carter taking it?
Well, you know Carter. He can't bear to lose anything. Once a year, he makes me take an inventory of everything in the house.
Francis, Carter, we'd like to ask you a few questions if you're up to it.
I'm not up to it. I may never be up to anything ever again. It was a terrible party. Even before Frances insisted on opening the safe.
Why did you open the safe?
To show off her diamond. Why else?
Well, he never lets me wear it, so at least I can show it off to a few friends.
But when you opened the safe, the diamond was gone?
But the case was there, but the diamond was gone.
How many others know the combination of the safe?
He's the only one.
Well, I don't know why anybody would attempt a theft right in the middle of a party full of people.
Our thief likes nothing better than performing before a crowd. It's part of his style and signature.
This is the worst evening of my life, Francis, the worst.
Oh, Peter, I thought you catered the Parkins party.
They were burgled after dinner. Would you care for hors d'oeuvre, Mrs. McMillan?
No, thank you.
Commissioner, I believe you even missed them.
Yes, we did.
The worst evening in my entire life. Francis, I'm going home.
The worst evening in his life. Come along, Sally. I want to show you something, and I want you to tell me that it's wonderful.
I didn't know you had anything left.
Oh, he only took the diamond. Just a teeny little thing.
Oh.
What do you think of it?
Well, I like it. I don't understand it, but I like it.
Oh, I don't understand it. Carter hates it because he doesn't understand it. But I don't think you have to understand something to love it. Don't you agree?
Yes, I do. In this case, I do. I like it very much.
You stay here. I'm going to introduce you to the sculptor. John Thomas. John Thomas. I want to introduce you to someone. Sally McMillan. This is John Thomas Clark.
How do you do? I was just admiring your work.
It's always a pleasure to meet someone who does.
I can see that gleam in your eye, John Thomas. Let me caution you. Don't propose anything unlawful. Sally's married to our police commissioner. Well, I must get back to dear old Carter.
So, you really like my mobile?
Yes, I do very much.
Frances doesn't understand it, you know. She says she loves it, but she doesn't understand it. I really prefer Carter's attitude. He says he hates it. That's because he understands it.
Well, you know, I've always been fascinated by mobiles. The thing that I don't understand is how they're done.
You really must come by my studio one day. I'll show you exactly how it's done.
I'd love to.
John Thomas?
I think that woman is calling you.
Where? I have a little trouble with my vision.
Oh, really? You'd never know it from your work.
Oh, it's an asset. I can only see one woman at a time.
You've been here all afternoon installing that hateful mobile. Now, please, can we not stay all night?
Lanthy hates my mobile. That's because she understands it. Mrs. McMillan, I'd like you to meet Lanthy Sims. Lanthy, Mrs. McMillan is interested in art.
Well, you've never introduced me to a woman who wasn't. Come on, John, let's go. I mean, the whole night has been a flop from beginning to end, and I've been absolutely assaulted by a policeman.
First, go over and tell Frances that you had a good time, and tell her that you're sorry about her diamond.
Well, I had a terrible time, and I'm not sorry about her diamond. As a matter of fact, I think it was the high point of this whole disastrous evening.
Then lie to her. You know how you love to do that.
The insurance investigator checked the safe before the party began, sir, and he says that the diamond was still there.
Did you investigate the investigator?
Yes, he's all right, sir. No, the diamond had to be taken by somebody who was at the party. I mean, 6 robberies in 7 months? You're right, sir. We're dealing with a master burglar who loves to perform in public.
All right, let's run down the list again. Fats Lieberman.
Still in San Quentin.
Masanti.
Still dead.
It always leads right back to the Dutchman.
Right on.
He's the only one who can operate in this manner.
Yes, but, sir, no one has heard from the Dutchman in the last 10 years.
Well, we're hearing from him now, I'll bet you. How many of these people were at those other parties?
Well, by my accounting, about 65.
It's the favorite after-dinner entertainment of the black tie circuit, only they're laughing less and less.
I really didn't need to hear that.
Well, you're lucky, Commissioner. At least you won't have to be here in the morning when the chief has to face the mayor and the press.
Would you rather be in Palm Springs, facing a national convention of police commissioners?
Darling, you'll have to face them when you get back anyway.
I really didn't need to hear that either.
Good night, Enright. Good night. Have a good trip.
you want to play golf your first day here?
You're gonna play golf, aren't you?
Yeah, but you hate golf.
But I love you. Anyway, everybody plays golf in Palm Springs. It's very in. Boy, it sure is pretty down there.
Good time. Arriba, abajo, centro.
Mac McMillan.
Freddie! Oh,
you
Neil.
still got your guy.
Hey, it's good to see you. How are you? Fine. What are you doing here?
I'm here with Boris Potter, the used car king of
Ah,
LA.
you're looking good. Oh, Freddie, I'd like you to meet my wife, Sally. This is Freddie O'Neill.
So you're the little lady that nailed him, huh? I hate to tell you how many tried.
I'd hate to tell you what they're missing. Nice to meet you, champ.
Now, just ex-jam now. Now I'm strictly a golfing buddy. Hey, there's somebody wants you to meet. June, come here.
Mac! Hey, it's great to see you again. How are you?
Oh, fine. You remember my wife, Sally?
Oh, sure, Mac. Whatever you say.
Have you
Yeah,
got a
you
game?
play with it, but why don't we make it a foursome?
Yeah, fine. Check
I'll
the
fix it
starter.
with a starter.
Sit down. Hey, Alan, bring him over here, will you?
How long are you gonna be here, Freddie?
Oh, for a week. At least that's what the man says.
What man?
Boris, the used car king.
Oh, you work for him.
Well, in a manner of speaking, I golf with him.
Oh, he's your friend.
No, I wouldn't give him the honor of calling him my friend.
I don't think I'm following this conversation.
Well, haven't you ever heard of a golf bum before?
I know a tennis bum. Is that the same thing?
Well, something like that, yeah. Except usually tennis bums have been champs at tennis. Now, a golf bum can have been a champ at anything. I'm a boxing champ who works the golf circuit.
Works it?
Yeah, that's right. I go from watering hole to watering hole, wherever a guy's willing to pick up the tab for a weekend or a week. He gets to introduce the champ as his golfing buddy, and I get to stay in the best hotels, plus a little cash on the side. I do all right.
Oh.
It isn't as degrading as it sounds, really, sweetheart. I'm a trophy to them, I know that. But they need a trophy, and I need the bread.
We're all set. Be off time.
You still a big knocker?
Well, we'll see.
Sounds like hustler talk to me. Listen, June and I'll give you 3 strokes a side with just at the end of 9, maybe $20 Nassau.
Good.
Nice shot, Mac.
Okay, Sally.
Boy, that was fabulous. Well, I hope mine goes there. Oh. Listen, I think I'll walk.
Okay.
There's nothing lonelier than the game of golf.
Would you believe she's been taking lessons? Not only that, she's improved.
Hey, I've been reading about that jewel thief of yours. Sounds like you got yourself quite an operator.
Yeah, he's good, all right.
Have you been able to trace any of the loot?
We checked every known fence. All the diamond cutters. We just about decided he's cutting them himself.
Right, could be. Beautiful.
Nice shot, Mac.
Nice, Freddie. Very nice.
That's my partner.
Okay, Sally, sock it to him.
Played that just right. You told me look down, I looked down. Don't take your eye off the ball, I didn't take my eye off the ball. I kept my arm straight.
I think Sally ought to take an axe with her in there. You know, thinking about the way your thief loves to perform at parties, he kind of reminds me of the Dutchman. Remember him?
Yeah.
Who's the Dutchman?
One of the biggest jewel thieves in Europe. Till Interpol made it too hot for him.
What's he look like?
Yeah, if we knew, we'd grab him. No one's ever even seen a photo of him.
Well, I saw him once.
You did?
Yeah, it was on my triumphant European tour. I remember thinking, he looked so young to be doing so well.
You saw him, huh?
Yeah.
Would you recognize him if you saw him again?
Well, I think so.
I think I'll pay my wife a visit.
Right, see you on the green.
Sally,
Oh, Mac, you're gonna love it here. It's so secluded.
here, let me show you.
You better stand a little closer.
I am standing closer. Can't get any closer.
Well, the golf pro always does when he teaches me.
I pay for that?
Darling, it's worth it. I couldn't even get into the trees before he began.
Standing so close.
Right.
Okay, now look. Like that. See?
Oh, I get it.
Sally,
Yeah.
you know how you've always wanted to show off the new house?
Mm-hmm.
Well, how would you like to give a party? I mean, a really posh party. Invite the prominent. All 65 of them, and their diamonds.
What are you up to?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, nothing.
Freddie thinks he might be able to identify the Dutchman.
You're kidding, Freddie.
Excuse me, have you seen an extra ball around here?
No, we haven't.
Oh, okay.
Do you think he was listening?
I'm going to talk to Freddie about the party. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll be here. Oh.
How's Sally?
Oh, she's having a wonderful time. Say, Freddie, we'd like to give you a party in San Francisco. Invite some of our well-jeweled friends. The kind of a party that someone like the Dutchman couldn't resist. Are you free?
Sounds like a ball.
Mac, look out!
Look out! My wife just got out of the rough.
Hey, Freddie, you're really gonna love San Francisco.
Yeah?
I want you to know you can change your mind at any time.
Oh, don't worry about me, baby. I've been missing the ring. I'm ready for a little action.
That about does it, Commissioner.
Yeah, sure does. Thanks.
You're welcome.
See you in the shower.
Okay, baby.
Oh, Champ, I've been looking all over for you.
Oh, hi, Boris. I ran into a buddy.
Yeah? Well, I got a couple of buddies that are just dying to meet you. So get dressed and make it quick.
Sorry, Boris. After we get through here, my friend wants me to have a drink with him.
Look, I don't care what your friend wants. I'm the one who's footing the bills around here, and it's what I want. And I want you to get it on down to the clubhouse and meet these two guys, Champ.
Hey, we can have our drink later on, Freddie.
No, we'll have it as planned. Get lost, Boris. Get yourself another champ.
Now, don't you make the mistake of trying to knock on my door later.
I never knocked on your door in the first place, Buster. You did all the knocking.
There goes your meal ticket.
Who's hungry?
Since when you start hanging around with police commissioners, Freddie?
Well, Mac wasn't always one. He just got to be one somewhere along the line.
Huh? How come you?
Well, I've met a lot of people in my time, and I got a memory for faces. Oh, I gotta tell you, Boo, that's the worst massage I ever had. How do you keep your job?
Just another pretty face.
Oh.
Okay, Johnny, take your break now.
Right.
Who is June, Freddie?
I thought you knew her. She sure seemed like she knew you.
That's always happening to me. I'm forever reminding people of someone they think they know. Just hope we didn't talk too much about the Dutchman in front of her. Can she be trusted?
Well, I hope so. She's the daughter of an L.A. police commissioner.
Oh, that June. You have any enemies, Freddie?
I didn't think so, but that would indicate yes.
The sooner I get you into police custody, the better I'll feel.
Usually flying makes me nervous, but today I find it very soothing.
I usually find it soothing, too, but I wish that somebody would tell me what the rush is all about.
It's important to get Freddie to San Francisco as quickly and as safely as possible, that's all.
That's all. You're telling me that's all, but I know there's more to it. The reason you're telling me that's all is because you don't want to frighten me.
That's right. Because when I do tell you, it does frighten you.
Somebody's trying to kill us.
No.
Well, I feel better already.
Somebody's trying to kill me.
Mac?
You're frightened.
Well, why would anybody want to kill Freddie? The Dutchman.
Look at that jerk, will you? Miles and nothing, and he's crowding us. Hey, Red Baron, whoever you are, you're crowding the air lane. Watch it.
If that's the Dutchman, he really intends to get me.
Mac, Bob's hit!
Mac, can you fly this thing?
I'm gonna try.
see the Red Baron.
Maybe we lost him when we went through those clouds back there.
Mike, that was first class. How many lessons you have?
6.
You did that with 6 lessons? That's wonderful.
You haven't heard what number 7 was.
How to land. Hello? Hello, anyone? Mayday, mayday. Come in, anyone.
I'll level around. You're killing me.
Hey, you came to just in time for lesson number 7.
How do you feel?
Not good.
You feel strong enough to land it?
I think I'm about to black out again.
Before you black out, can you tell me how to land this?
I can't. Call the control tower for instructions.
I can't. The radio's out. Sprung a gas leak, too. We'll have to land it somewhere. Looks like a good place. Here, Sally. Read me the checklist.
The checklist. The checklist. Read the checklist. Before starting engines, before taxiing, before taking off.
That's the pre-flight check. Read me the part about landing.
Climb, cruise, before landing in range. Oh, here it is. Okay. Before landing. Gear down, locked.
Gear down. Locked.
Green light visual.
Green light visual.
Hide press. What's that?
Hydraulic pressure.
Oh. Gear and systems.
Pressure's okay.
Mixtures. Auto rich.
Full rich, okay.
Prop controls, low pitch.
Prop control, low pitch.
Wow, you got that good. Flaps 1/4 down.
Flaps, 1/4 down.
No smoking sign on.
Oh, Sally.
You said to read the list. It's right here on the list.
All right, Sally, that completes it. Hold tight, everyone.
What's that?
Red light. The landing gear is coming back up. I must have hit the switch when I set the flaps. Okay. Landing gear down, green light on. Here we go.
Come on, number 7.
That was fantastic.
Beautiful job, Mac. Beautiful.
Fantastic.
Beautiful.
We made it?
Yeah, how do you feel?
Not any better. I don't suppose we made it to San Francisco.
Not quite.
Now listen, the commissioner should be back in about 2 hours, so you better take a look at this group of characters one more time.
Okay, I'll get right on it, Sarge.
Yes, Ann?
It's the commissioner on line 4.
Thank you. Hello, sir. Yes, sir. What? You landed where? You landed the airplane. Well, wasn't that dangerous, sir? I will. Goodbye, sir. Ann, I want a heli ambulance to Yorba Linda to pick up a wounded pilot and the commissioner's party. I'm going to need 6 men to meet them at the San Francisco airport. I want a car for myself, and I want 4 men to go to the Hotel Taylor and make security preparations.
Yes, sir.
He landed it himself.
Now, what about the plane?
All we know is that it was a stolen plane, sir, and that they deserted it in the desert.
Well, it ain't much, but it's safe.
Sure, baby. That's what my manager said when he arranged my last fight.
You mean with that kid called Clay?
Right.
Well, I'll try not to lead you into a mismatch, Freddie. Come on in, right? We got some shopping to do.
What a marvelous dinner.
Here. Try this on for dessert.
What is it? Oh, Mac! That's gorgeous. Fits perfectly. You've never done anything like this before. Thank you. Thank you.
Except you can't keep it. It goes back after the party.
I know. It's just that you've never done anything like this before.
Oh, excuse me, back later.
Oh, Mildred, come here and see what Mac bought me.
Wow, what a rock. What'd that set you back, Commissioner?
50 big ones, Mildred.
50,000?
But be careful whom you tell it. We wouldn't want a visit from our local jewel thief. Might be a little embarrassing.
Got the message, Commissioner. Say, what's the occasion? I didn't miss your birthday, did I, Mrs. McMillan?
No occasion, Mildred.
Oh, you did something that bad, huh, Commissioner?
I just happen to love my wife.
Well, sure, don't we all?
Five,
4,
3, 2. Contact, she's calling Agnes. Then in alphabetical order, Beatrice, Clarissa, Dot, and Elsbeth. It'll be inside the back door of every home on the hill before midnight.
Oh, would you like to look at our list, how it's coming along so far?
Mm-hmm. Peter Childs, what's he doing on this list? You know I hate his food.
Darling, he's the inn caterer.
Yeah, inn caterer, yes, I know.
You know, he could be the Dutchman. You know, he's been at all the parties, and he's always the first to arrive and the last to leave.
Well, somehow I can't see the Dutchman slaving over a hot kitchen stove.
You've never made crab ragoon. It takes a very light touch.
Okay, I'll put him down, right into the surgeon who does a knot with one hand.
Do you think he could be the Dutchman?
Well, that's a possibility. One of the things we know about the Dutchman is he's very adept with his hands, as is the surgeon.
Well, then you better put down the matador. Remember what Sergeant Enright said about how handy he was with a cape.
Everybody's suspect.
This party is getting exciting. I'm going to have to go out and look for a dress to go with my ring. Well, I can't very well go to a party with John Thomas Clark and his mistress without looking special.
And that's another one, Clark. Think of the dexterity needed to make those mobiles.
Oh, that's ridiculous. You're just suspicious of everyone who wants to give me lessons.
Yeah, right.
Lessons. Oh, I'm booked for a golf lesson tomorrow.
That is it. I'm going to bed before I say something I might regret. It's early. You don't have to come to bed if you don't want to.
Darling, I'm not going to take golf lessons to follow you all around the course and then not follow you to bed.
Okay. Straight back. Well, I think that's all for today, Mrs. McMillan.
Tell me, Buck. Am I getting any better?
No. I'll see you on Thursday.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
All right. Good. Good, Miss Wilson. Fine.
Miss McMillan?
Yeah.
It was found on the windshield of her car, sir. We also found the car that they used. It was stolen. No fingerprints. We're checking with our underworld contacts, sir, but again, so far, nothing. I'm afraid we're going to have to treat this like any other kidnapping, sir. We'll just have to wait till they get in touch with us, and then we can set up arrangements for the swap.
If the Dutchman is determined to get me, he will, now or later. If you ain't careful, it could be me and Sally. Now, stop worrying about me, will you? I can take care of myself, but she can't. Look, Mac, I never backed away from a match in my life. I won a tangle with a Dutchman. I was a champ, baby. You're forgetting that. So, that's the way it's gonna be. Hey, Mac, I'm a free agent. There ain't no way that you can hold me here. So you either arrange that swap right now with the Dutchman, or I'm walking out of here and making my own deal with him. And you know I can't. Look, I want that lady of yours back where she belongs. I don't like the company she's keeping right now.
Oh. I don't suppose this stuff looks as bad as it tastes.
I know you're there. I can hear you breathing. How long is this silent treatment gonna last, anyway? I don't suppose I could reach you with a little, I guess not. You're right. Why bother to make friends? We have no time. I'm gonna be out of here by tomorrow anyway, right? Right? Hello?
is the policeman who accidentally shot O'Neill on suspension, Commissioner.
Yes, he is.
Mrs. McMillan, I know how you must feel, but would you mind giving us a statement?
I didn't see anything. I was blindfolded the whole time. They had, those stocking things over their heads when they kidnapped me.
Well, how many men were there?
McMillan? I don't know, two in the car.
Mrs.
Oh,
McMillan?
I don't know, Mac. I don't know. Can't we just go home? I don't want to answer anymore.
Yes, of course.
Commissioner, is it true that Freddie O'Neill was your only lead in all these recent jewel thefts?
Yes, it's true. I'll give you a statement in a minute. Honey, the mayor insists I make a full report. Why don't you go on home and I'll join you as soon as I can?
Can we ask her just a few more questions?
Not now. She's exhausted. Take her home, Tom.
What about O'Neill? Did he agree to the swap or was he forced into it?
He insisted on it, gentlemen.
No, wait a minute, Commissioner. We still don't have a...
And so, a stray bullet by a policeman in the tragic confusion of the swap for Mrs. Sally McMillan cost the battling Irishman, Freddie O'Neill, his life. But we repeat, Police Commissioner McMillan's wife has been safely returned.
Thank you, George, for your on-the-spot report. Tonight, in tribute to a real champion, this station is proud to present highlights of Freddie O'Neill's boxing career. This was Freddie's first match as a professional against Kid Larson. He won by a knockout in the 5th round and established himself as a major contender. Within a period of 6 years, Freddie O'Neill had fought 14 main events.
Hello, baby. How is she?
I gave her a double shot of hot milk and a little sleeping pill. Something ought to work.
Freddie's fans will remember his bout with Vic Armstrong when he scored a spectacular knockout in the 7th round and earned him the shot at the middleweight championship. He shocked the boxing world by defeating Hal Stenson for the middleweight championship. This fighting Irishman had a heart of gold and a helping hand for any friend in need. He had great confidence in the young people of today. Whenever he wasn't in training or...
Sally. And try Mrs. McMillan for me again, will you please?
I just did, sir. The line's still busy.
And that's with 2 phones in the house. She slept all night. She's been talking all morning. I haven't even had a chance to talk to her. Keep trying, Ann.
Oh, thank you so much. If you just give me your number, maybe I could call you as soon as the arrangements have been made. All right. Thank you very much, sir. Goodbye.
Oh, more telegrams. How many people do you suppose the Irishman knew?
Incredible. Who do you suppose they all are? What do they do?
Well, this one is signed Sugar LaLure. I can guess what she does.
I think they'll all be at the funeral.
Well, sure. Everybody loves a fighter. There aren't many left today.
Poor Freddie. He certainly did die the way he lived. I wish there was something I could do for him to really thank him.
Well, he'll have a nice funeral. And that's all any Irishman asks of life.
Mildred, that's it. We're gonna have a wake. A real Irish wake. And we're gonna invite all of Freddie's friends.
All of them? Even Sugar LaLure?
All of them. They were all friends of Freddie's, and he would want them there.
Listen, Mrs. McMillan, I spotted some pretty well-known gamblers in there and some out-and-out gangsters.
Well, any friend of Freddie's. Miss Commissioner McMillan, please.
Well, we're not going to put out that silver we polished.
Oh, yes, we are. It's going to be a very elegant wake.
Yes, Ann.
Mrs. McMillan on 3.
Thank you. Hi, honey.
Hi, Mac. You wouldn't believe the telephone calls and the telegrams we've had about Freddie.
How are you, okay?
I'm gonna be fine, especially now. I've come up with a lovely idea for Freddie.
Oh?
Mac, we're gonna have a wake for Freddie. A real Irish wake, and we're gonna have it at our house, and we're gonna invite all of his friends. What do you think? Don't say no.
Oh, no, I was just, well, you haven't really met any of his friends, you know.
I know, but I've talked to most of them on the phone. The phone hasn't stopped ringing all day. Please, Mac?
Oh, well, that's not a bad idea. It's a good idea. Go ahead, begin making plans. Freddie deserves the best.
Thanks, Mac.
I'll be right home. I have something very important to tell you. And Sally, I think it's a great idea.
I knew you'd be pleased, Mac.
Bye. We may get our shot at the Dutchman after all.
How's that, sir?
We're going to have a wake for Freddie O'Neill.
Oh. A wake? That's where the casket is open, isn't it?
Yes, I know it. Would you please stop crying, Mr. Tippolino? All right, Tippy. I know it was a great loss for all of us. Your brother. Yes, you know, I had that same feeling myself. Hi, darling.
Hi.
Oh, no, I wasn't. No, I was, your cousin felt the same way, too. Oh. Well, sure, we'd be glad to have them. Here, let me put that down. Okay. Thanks a lot. All right. It was an honor talking to you, too. Okay, Tippy. Bye-bye.
Tippy? Are you talking to Louis Tippolino, the restaurant owner?
He is such a sweet man.
He's the biggest crook in town.
Isn't he in jail?
That's how crooked he is. He makes it look legal.
Well, I had to invite him to Freddie's wake. He sent such a sweet wire.
Sally. Look, about the guest list. Why do you invite the people we were going to invite to Freddie's party, too? How would you like that?
That would be a fabulous idea. Freddie would have liked that. You know, also, I think it'll add a little class to our wake.
It's just the way he put it.
Our wake could use a little. He put it. Put what? When?
Why don't you sit down, Sally? I'll pour you a drink.
I don't want to sit down, and I certainly don't want to drink.
Freddie's alive.
I think I'll sit down.
And I'll pour you a drink.
I think I'll drink it. What do you mean, Freddie's alive?
Our men were using blanks. The whole thing was staged to make it look real.
How could you do that?
I know it was a terrible thing to put you through, Sally, but I had to.
Couldn't you trust me enough to have let me in on it?
Oh, sure. If I'd known where the kidnappers were holding you, I'd have phoned you.
You always let me in on everything. You could have given me a signal in the alley. You could have winked.
Oh, sure. You see? It had to be a perfect performance to fool the Dutchman, and he was out there somewhere watching. You, Freddie, me, all of us. I couldn't risk it after what you'd been through. And the only way to keep Freddie alive was to convince the Dutchman that Freddie was dead.
I can understand that. Where's Freddie now?
Safe, out of sight, and under police protection. And looking forward to the wake more than anybody, with the possible exception of the Dutchman.
Is he going to be there?
Well, that's what we're counting on. We'll have mourners wearing diamonds of every shape and size, begged, borrowed, and stolen, probably.
With Freddie playing dead and identifying the Dutchman at the same time? Mac.
You can do it. And we're counting on you, too.
Oh, now that I know Freddie's alive, I'll be fine. Sorry I got so upset before.
Oh, I can understand that.
Oh, Mac, I think I've come up with a clue myself.
Yeah?
Of course, I couldn't see or hear anything when I was hostage, but I could taste. And they fed me a stew that was so awful that if she ever cooked for me again, I know that I could spot her.
She? Why do you say she?
Why do I say she? Why do I say she?
I don't know. You're the one who said it. What are you doing?
I'm sniffing.
Well, I can tell you're sniffing, but why are you sniffing?
Perfume. There was perfume everywhere they took me. That's why I said she. Mac, that's it. The Dutchman is a Dutch woman.
That's a possibility. Could you recognize that perfume?
Odor, please, odor. It's unforgettable. I'll tell you another thing. I was very discreet when I was sniffing. I remember being very discreet. I'm almost sure that no one knew that I was sniffing. Aren't you proud of me? I've cracked the case.
Yeah, well, it's a beginning. Your real work comes tomorrow night when you have to sniff your way through that wait.
Oh, I can't wait to get a look at that woman that would wear that kind of perfume. Oh, her escorts must be drugged by the end of the evening.
Maybe that's her technique.
How would you like to see a little bit of my technique? Okay?
Hey.
How are you? Oh. Ah. Let's see. Ooh, it looks so confining.
Well, it's soft.
How about one for the road?
Oh, yeah. Hey, do you think you could figure some way to slip me a couple of these while I'm on the road?
Well, this is something I never thought I'd see.
Well, it ain't bad. A lot more comfortable than some beds I've been in.
I think you look cute.
I bet you say that to all the corpses.
She does. Except this is the first time a corpse has talked back. Are you really comfortable, Freddie?
Yeah, except I don't know why I had to come in the formal.
Oh, that was my idea. Lie down. I'm a little nervous about that mirror.
Well, I think it's great. I can see practically the whole room.
Sure, practically the whole room can see you. What if they catch you breathing?
That's why I brought some extra flowers to put all over the top of them. Then I'm going to take these candelabra and put them in close so people can't get close.
Good idea.
I counted the silver, and I'm going to count it again when the evening's over.
Here, Sally.
Gotcha. Ready, Freddie? I hope you're not allergic.
You can't call me canvas back now.
This is one fight you lost. Hold on. What do you think?
Do I get up when the bell rings?
You know what? I think it's gonna work. Can't even tell he's breathing.
Dreadful house. I don't know which I despise more, the exterior or the interior.
I don't mind the house so much as I do the people. It's a whole new breed of parasites. Funeral crashers.
Any luck?
Not yet.
Watch it. I can see your lips moving.
I still don't think this is such a good idea, boss. I mean, the police commissioner's own home?
I'd risk anything for Freddie O'Neill.
Oh, yeah? I ain't never met no Irishman, alive or dead, worth going to jail for.
I've never seen so much drinking at a party for a live person.
Is this your first wake?
And my last. I'm going to be cremated. Oh, ladies, be sure and try the crab rangoon. And you there, speed it up with the coffee.
Commissioner? I'd like to take several of these characters in for questioning right now.
I know what you mean, Henry.
Looks almost as good dead as he did alive.
He looks better.
I'll take that.
What?
That carving set up your sleeve.
Oh, I'm with the catering set.
I'm with the police commissioner.
Was he anyway?
I have no idea. You're the one that accepted the invitation.
me.
Oh, hi, Mildred.
There lies a man who says he never threw a fight to Freddie O'Neill. A fake and a fraud.
What's your name?
Enright, ma'am.
Enright, man. Oh, that's a beautiful name. I really like that name.
Good evening. You ever seen how folks dance You getting smashed?
No.
You're fogging up the mirror. Any luck?
Still sniffing.
Well, you're ready. You're ready. What a beautiful boy. Movies, Las Vegas, you name it.
Hey, Mac! Mac, remember when you said anytime I need a favor?
Listen, you're really ready. You know, I don't want to coerce you. If I snap my fingers the wrong
Listen
way,
to
you know,
him. Why don't you gentlemen have a drink in the bar?
Oh, anything you say, Commissioner.
Excuse me, but where do I know you from?
Well, I've been working on this picture at Universal.
This party's worse than yours.
I agree.
Mrs. McMillan?
Sally, you really must do something about that cold.
Oh, Francis, it's just one of those 24-hour bugs. I'm sure it'll be gone tomorrow.
Oh, Francis, a familiar face, thank goodness. Isn't this the most ghastly party you've ever been in? And the people here. You know, there's this one dreadful woman who goes around sniffing. Has she sniffed you?
Yes.
Well, you know, anytime you accept an invitation to a police commissioner's home, you have to be very careful.
Mrs. McMillan, it's the beat. I never hoped I'd be lucky enough to find my hostess at all this.
She's the hostess of this thing?
Lanthy.
Oh, that's okay. I agree with Miss Sims. This is a terrible party.
Well, not really, as wakes go.
Well, couldn't we go, John?
You'll have to forgive Lanthy. She's not at her best at parties, or anywhere else for that matter.
Well, I think you forgot one thing.
Always living in the past, Lanthy. I hope you haven't lost your interest in mobiles, Mrs. McMillan. I'd love you to come to my studio tomorrow if you can get away.
I wish I could get away right now.
Well, I think we could arrange that, too.
Oh, tomorrow would be fine.
Good. Shall we say about noon, then?
Fine.
Bye.
Now watch.
Doctor, you're not doing your good old one-handed knot trick again, are you?
But this gentleman begged me to show it to him, Commissioner.
He did.
Did I hurt you, fella?
What's the matter? How could they be, Francis? Your ears are pierced.
I told you this was a bad idea.
Okay, let's go.
Hold it, everybody! Hold it! Everybody! Enright, lock the doors.
All right, quiet. Just a minute.
All right, everybody, the ladies will go upstairs, please. The gentlemen will stay down here.
We know the procedure, Commissioner.
Matt, what is the procedure?
Procedure? After a fruitless search and a dismal failure, and after the Dutchman has been victorious again, we are going to get smashed.
San Francisco's master jewel thief struck again last night. and this time at the home of Police Commissioner Stuart McMillan. Stolen was a pair of earrings valued at $100,000, removed from the pierced ears of Mrs. Frances Miley, wife of the famed financier Carter Miley. The heist took place at the wake of battling Freddie O'Neill, accidentally gunned down by police as he was being exchanged for the kidnapped wife of the police commissioner. A search of all the guests proved futile, and San Francisco's mysterious jewel thief has been successful once again.
Great picture. Who turned that on?
I think it's been on all night.
Oh, that's better. I'll set it later. Should I bring either of you, you'll pardon the expression, something to eat?
Oh, that's where the ice pack is.
I was bringing it to you.
Oh, never mind. I think if I just sit down, that ought to do it.
I was watching The Late Show. Excuse me.
Goodbye, Doc.
Good heavens, I'm late for surgery.
Who was that?
Just another guest who didn't know when to leave.
Oh, I'm never giving another party. I can't get that clock in focus.
I can't even get you into focus.
I don't know what time it is. I told John Thomas Clark that I'd drop by his studio for a lesson in mechanical mobiles at 12 o'clock.
The way your hands are shaking?
Well, it's modern art, Mildred. I think shaking hands could be an asset.
But first, you've got a morning of sniffing ahead of you.
Oh, Mac, even my nose has a hangover.
I'm sorry, Sally, but your nose is the only clue we've got.
No, this isn't it.
Madam, if you could just be a little more specific.
Well, that's all I can tell you.
You know, you've already sniffed $30 worth.
Mac?
You find it?
No, darling. Could you please pay this lady $30?
Oh, hi, Mac.
Hi.
Oh, well, seeing it's you. We're such old friends. No charge.
Has she always been this reasonable?
No. Well, this is... I'm sorry. This is very new and quite unique. I'm not the regular girl here, you know.
No, this isn't it, but it's very nice. Do you have anything else?
Just a moment. Here, try these.
Oh, this is very unusual. Here.
Is it?
No. What's this called?
Oh, dear. That's my medicine.
Oh.
You know, maybe I should try to find you somebody with a little bit more experience. If you could just describe to someone who knew exactly what you wanted, then, just a moment, please.
Isn't she cute? I like her.
Yeah, but she does seem a little incompetent.
I know, but I like her because she doesn't know you.
Can I help you? Oh, hi, Mac.
Yes, what we wanted was someone with a little more experience, huh?
May I help you, sir? Oh, hello, Mac. It's nice to see you again. Oh, no, that's not for you, honey. Why don't you try some of this, huh?
I don't think we'll find anything here, Mac. Wait a minute. What is this? This is it. This is the odor.
This is a man's cologne.
I know. That's what's so strange. I thought it was a perfume. It turns out it was a cologne.
I'll take that bottle, please. Charge it.
We're onto something.
Freddie.
Freddie, wake up. Wake
up. Oh, hi, Mac. Ooh, I wish I were dead. Well, I don't think I could live through another week.
Here, smell this.
What? You want me to smell like Bull Dunham?
Bull uses this cologne, doesn't he?
He did that day at the Springs.
Do you know where he's staying while he's in the city?
He said he was at Rocky's.
Rocky's, Jim?
Mac, is that the smell that Sally was looking for?
Yeah, I think so.
You think Bull is the Dutchman?
No, he's not that bright. But he could be working for the Dutchman or something. I'll go over to Rocky.
No, well, you know, if Bull thinks that you're pumping him, he'll just forget how to talk.
I'm going to tell him how thoughtful you were to remember him in your will.
That bum after he insulted me at my own wake? Ow!
Freddie thought a lot of you, Bull.
Ah, the poor guy.
One of the last things he said, he wanted to give you his boxing gloves. First pair he ever used.
He wanted to give them to me? Yeah?
Yeah. I'll mail them to you down in the Springs.
Yes, well, I'll hang them on the wall in the massage room. Put a picture of Freddie up there, too.
Hey, Freddie would like that.
I'm gonna miss that, Bull.
Yeah, we all are. Nice cologne, Bull.
Hey, lower your voice, will you? I've been taking enough razzing from the bums in here about this smell.
Oh, I like it.
You do?
Yeah. Where can I buy some?
I don't know. If you want some, I'll ask Mr. Clark where he gets it.
Mr. Clark?
Hey, you know, that sculptor guy.
Oh, John Thomas Clark. Oh, present?
Yeah, last time he was down in Springs, he just brought it down.
When was that, Bull?
The same time you... What is it you want anyway, Mr. Commissioner? You know,
Well, one of the first things I want is to put you under arrest, Bull.
Hey, nice swings, fella. Got a manager? All you need
All
is...
I need is a phone.
Come on in, the door is open. Mrs. McMillan. Welcome.
Hi.
How are you?
The artist at work, I see.
Well, I'm afraid it's little more than a trade these days, created by the demands of the marketplace. Art is nothing but a business.
Well, a very good one for you. This is a fantastic studio.
Yes, it is very well equipped. How do you like my latest monstrosity? Electrically run. I call it Cycle of Life. The title alone doubles the price. You like my cologne?
Yes. Do you know that I have been looking for that scent for my husband? Isn't it a coincidence that you happen to have it on?
And last night at the wake, were you looking for it then too?
Last night?
Lanthy told me you was sniffing all evening. I assumed you had a cold. Now I realize you didn't.
No, I do. I thought it was one of those 24-hour things, you know, but I guess I'm gonna have it for a while. Maybe I better go before I expose you, you know.
Well, Mrs. McMillan, I suspect I'm already exposed.
You're the Dutchman.
I'm the Dutchman.
How do you do it? I mean, what with all those detectives looking at the safe and everything?
Illusion, my dear. Like my mobiles. You think you see something when you don't. No one saw me take the diamond at the party because I didn't. I took it just before the party, when I came to install the mobile. But society creates its own heroes. Everyone wanted to believe that I could open a safe in full view of a crowd. That excited them tremendously, and so they believed it.
Oh.
Sally.
Oh, Mac the Dutchman. How are you?
Fine. I'd like to shake hands with you, Freddie.
I know what you mean. My hands were bandaged for a month after my fight with Stonehead Kelly.
Oh, yeah?
Stonehead Kelly?
That's how I got the bandages.
Oh. You better give me a big hug, Freddie, because I think my man's going to be out of action for the next couple of weeks.
May I?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I think that's my cab.
We're gonna miss you, Freddie. Have a good time, Waikiki.
Oh, I will. I spent several weeks in the cuff with Muggsy. He's first class. It ain't such a bad life, sweetheart.
Oh.
Dropped your guard again. Stay well now.
Bye, Freddie. Aloha.
Bye.
Isn't Freddie great? We're really going to miss him.
Do you really mean that about my being out of action for weeks?
Well, Mac, it is a little tricky with bandages on your hands.
Look, Ma, no hands.
Looks good.
Mm-hmm.